In the Northeast, a bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the New England Patriots. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nifty move, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Complete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. At the Jets, 45-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around, because anytime you lose your number one guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But there's also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number one guy, and they're ready to step up.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
At the 26-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first and goal.
To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Michael Gallup, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Jets, nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Five yards remain on second down.
In your face.
Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Davis. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 19, Mike 19, go. Bring it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. And it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Moss. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll toss to Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Damian Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
21-0 our score after 1. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch left. Watch the squeeze. Squeeze. Get in there. Watch his flat. Shoot. Ready.
action. Now Wilson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check girls, check girls. Hey, you're out. Check.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, switch gears. Check three. Box track. Hey, no.
From the shotgun, Wilson. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Kill. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
64, weak. Tight end's right.
They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a solid run down inside the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
I I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On 1st down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They go play action now. Wilson. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 19.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard.
What's tight? Tight is right.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
H3-2-18. Chopper. Ready, go.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Hey, 4 down.
Now it's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there just before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run. This is Scarborough. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score. Patriots 42. Jets 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
4 down, check, 4 down.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Down to the 25. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson able to complete this to Chenault. Touchdown, Jets. Laviska Chenault, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And some space here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes Takes it all the way to the 6. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Touchdown! That's caught. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. 111 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Mostert. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 95 yards. And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. On first down, Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and room there to work it inside the 25. 129 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Oh, he gets loose right side. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 27, Wilson. Connection made with Chenault. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Dancing to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Patriots. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it across midfield down into jet territory. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 125 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they will take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa